All right, everybody. Another segment of Frankly My Dear Man Power Rankings, going into week 6. My top 10 power rankings. You know, I've been coming to shout with it every week. Anyways, man, we'll dive right into it. Number 10 has the New England Patriots. The Patriots, man, you know, I'm not a fan of the Patriots. Never have, never will be. But I got to be honest. I think that offense, now that Edelman's back, now that they're starting to slowly see how to use those weapons that they have. I think you're going to see Josh Gordon slowly starting to become a dominant force that he can be, man. And I think the Patriots, man, right now, I think they're in prime position to go on a hell of a run. They got a tough challenge this weekend, but, I think that offense is going to start taking off, man. I think that offense is really going to start taking off. It's kind of hard to judge things based off of the Colts. The Colts had a lot of injuries, so I'm still not completely sold on the Patriots, especially on defense. I'm still not sold on them on defense, so we'll see how it goes, man. They got a tough matchup with the Chiefs. That's the wrong team to be playing if you're still trying to figure out what you're going to be doing on defense. But anyways, all right, number 9, I got the Jags. I'm going to keep the Jags in the top 10, man. To me, the Jags, they go as Blake Bortles goes, man. Bortles had a lot of yards, bad, horrible turnovers. And, they went down in flames against the Chiefs, And, against a defense everybody's been taking advantage of all year. They weren't able to take advantage of it, and I can't say because of Fournette being out, because Yeldon, to me, is just as effective, okay? But, and defensively, man, this day and age, man, if you constantly got the defense on the field 90% of the game, put it this way, over 50% of the game, defense constantly on the field, man. There's no way you can win this day and age, man. The way football's played now, man, you got to have some kind of offense to give your guys a break on defense, especially the type of offense that guys run now that saps a lot of energy out of guys, man. So the Jags, man, until that offense can consistently compete week in and week out, man, regardless of all that talent on defense, it's going to be hard for them because the defense is going to defense eventually going to break down, man, And the Jazz were extremely lucky, last year didn't have any major injuries, man. But, the more that defense going to be out there, high risk you're going to have for injury, a lot of fatigue issues, things of that nature, man. They will be wore down. So I got the Jazz at number 9, man, only because their defense is still talented, okay? At 8, I got the Chicago Bears, man. I actually moved the Bears up a little bit this week, man, because to me, the Bears, they idle. We'll see how they do. They went into the bye week. Offensive explosion. Defense has been ridiculous with sacks and turnovers. So the Bears, man, still, I got them at number 8. Number 7, this team I've been kind of hesitant on, man, but I like them before the year. The Los Angeles Chargers. Yeah, the Chargers at 7, man. Phillip Rivers is playing the best football, in my opinion, that he has ever played. This dude is playing. I think he's at like a 72% completion percentage, something ridiculous like that. The guy is on fire, okay? The defense hasn't been as good as last year. They are really missing Bosa, but I want to say Bosa is going to be back, I think in a couple weeks. I think Bosa's only out for a month, only out for 4 weeks. So, once Bosa does return, I think that defense will start doing a little bit better. It did a hell of a job against the Raiders offense that people can say what they want, man. The Raiders defense is horrible, but the offense actually been pretty good this year, and the Chargers completely shut them down, okay? Shut them down. So I got the Chargers at number 7, right? And Chargers really don't have any weaknesses, especially on offense. Really no weaknesses on offense. Offensive line, I still don't quite trust it, but they've been playing a little bit better, and Rivers has been using that to his advantage, all right? Number 6, man, I got the Vikings, all right? I was going to put the Vikings a little bit higher. Vikings had, to me, probably the most impressive win. One of the most impressive wins, because actually to me the Browns had the most impressive win, but the most impressive win, well, the Saints too, I'll get to them later, but the Vikings, man, impressive win, man, up there winning in Philly, Defense was all over the place again. I don't know what's going on with Philly line right now. Um, but the defense was all over the place, even without Griffin. Offensively, I got to get it up, man. I'm very critical of Kirk Cousins, man, but Kirk played good. But Kirk has always been good against Philly, so I knew he might have a big game against him, but he looked good, man. Kirk played good. He didn't make any mistakes. Thielen was ridiculous, not good. Diggs still doing his thing. So the Vikings look good, man. Kurt did a lot of that without a run game, which makes that even more impressive. What he did in Philly. Okay, so then we're gonna go to number 5. Got the Cincinnati Bengals. All right, the Dolphins had them down. I want to say 17-3. The Bengals scored 27 unanswered points. Okay. And even though they were at home, they had no business trailing like that. But they showed some heart and grit, man. This showed that this is a new Bengals team. This is the second week they've come back. They came back against the Falcons last week, and they then came back against the Dolphins this week. All right. And, people can say, those two are some bad teams right now. Dolphins still got a winning record as of right now, I believe. But they've come back, man. They've come back on teams. Dalton's, even when you think, oh, he go the same old Dalton, he been able to get the job done as the game went on. Joe Mixon is back. Looks like he hasn't missed a step. AJ still looking good. Tyler Boyd, they find not a hidden gem. He's finally playing to his potential. The Bengals look good, man. The Bengals always have been, and they've always been solid on defense. All right. They always been pretty deep, not great on defense, but they've been solid on defense. I think Vontaze came back this weekend. If I'm not, might be wrong, but I think Vontaze came back this weekend. So defense should only get better. All right. Number 4, the Carolina Panthers. They were in a tough one against the Giants, but I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hate picking games that involve the Giants because the Giants got all the talent in the world. You never know which Giants you can get. The Giants you saw the other day, that's how they could easily do that. On their best day, the Giants could be any team in the NFL with the talent they have on both sides of the ball. And the offensive line actually has been playing better, but Carolina, man, just that style, man. Cam had some bad turnovers, but Graham Gano, 63-yard field goal, just even that, man. That's how the Panthers win, man. They grind it out. They play, they run the ball, they play solid defense, and look, special teams. Special teams got them over the top of that game. So, the Panthers to me, man, they gonna always be hard to beat because that grinded out style. They just pound away, and eventually they break your will. And that's how the Panthers play. And, Noah Turner has Cam making smarter decisions with the ball, even though this wasn't his best game this past weekend. But I still got the Panthers as the number 4 team. Number 3, man, I saw this firsthand, man. I'm a Skins fan. The Saints, man, they beat the hell out of the Skins. I kind of feel it was a perfect storm, they were walking into, though, based on, Drew Brees pending record-breaking pass yards or whatever. His pending breaking of the yards record. So kind of perfect storm, man. But the Saints look good. I am concerned a little bit about Lattimore, that injury. I know he hasn't been playing that great this year, but who knows? He sometimes thought it was slow, man. And the other DBs played pretty decent this game. Got a good pass rush this game. So the defense actually, helped Breeze out a little bit. But I don't know if it was poor Washington offense or good Saints defense, And like I said, the Saints had a lot of advantages going into that game. But the offensively, man, was ridiculous, man. Breeze lit it up. Ingram looked like he hasn't missed a step. Kamara. The Saints is gonna be dangerous. Saints gonna be a problem, man. Saints really don't have. If the defense plays anywhere close to what they played like last year, the Saints right there. I was right there behind the team who I'm about to get to next. The Saints is right there when it comes to talent, and they have. You make the argument. They have the best quarterback in the NFC. So the Saints can be a tough out, man. But anyways, number 2 right now, I got the St. Louis. I'm gonna say St. Louis, Los Angeles Rams, man. The Rams, to me, The, offensively, it's just been insane. You can't stop the guys from just marching up and down the field. Whatever they want, they can get it. That's how they've been playing every week. But I am concerned about that defense, man. That's a lot of points to give it to a Seattle team that has been struggling to score. You know, to me, Rodney Harrison actually made a good point on Football Night in America when he said that they're a bunch of pass rushers. That guys really don't. They can be had. That defense. You can run on that defense because a lot of those guys are always focused on getting upfield. And the DBs, of course, they're hurt right now. I think when the DBs come out, it's going to be a different story. But as of right now, they hurt, man, And the Rams' defense is looking shaky to me, but that offense is so overpowering, man. And McVay is just mastermind, offensive mastermind. So, yeah, this is going to be real tough to beat the Rams, man. But I got them number 2 this week because, to me, the Chiefs have taken over as the best team in the NFL, all right? We saw Mahomes face some adversity, throw some turnover, throw some picks. He still kept chugging along. The team kept chugging along. They played some defense for once, but to me, this is the second week. I've noticed they play defense, albeit against the Broncos and Jags, who don't have the most explosive offenses. But it's 2 weeks in a row I've noticed that the Chiefs are starting to slowly play defense, man. So, if they can add that defense to that offense, man, it's no way the Chiefs can get beat at this rate. As it get a little cooler, I think they are gonna start after making some changes to that offense, though, man. As we get a little bit deeper into the season, this happens with Andy Reid's teams a lot, but we talking about right now. And as of right now, I got the Chiefs as the number 1 team in the NFL. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment. Y'all have a productive day. 1.